What's up? I like to address chosen ones, and I fall in that category, but there's different chosen ones. A chosen one is not one person, or they say there's 144,000 chosen ones. Well, that's real. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat that they have a 144,000 number. There are no more numbers at the 144. You know, something like that. Is BS. Anyway, that's what I mean. I'm not. I'm above chosen ones. you know, chosen ones don't have what I have and don't do what I do, and don't have the power I have. I'm not saying they're not special, and they help me. They're part of my team. But it's kind of like incredible. The ones with the minions and Guru, whatever his name was, he was the boss, and like the minions were underneath him, and the minions are my chosen ones. So kind of look at it like that. And I'm not putting them down. The minions are great. I love the minions. That movie is. I can't think of the name. Incredible something. Anyway. Oh, it's gonna kill me now. As soon as I turn the video up, the thing will come to me. But anyway, I love the minions, and everybody loves the minions. They're cute as hell. And then some of them are mean, some of them are stupid, some of them are smart, some of them are ugly, some of them are, it's just like the Smurfs. It's like the same as the Smurfs. But I'm like Papa Smurf. That's the big difference. And the people I'm fighting are dumb like Gargamel. And the cat. The cat's smarter than Gargamel. But it's just they say the chosen ones. I don't know. I don't like to put myself in their class, their group. Who wants to be a minion if you're not, if you're the boss, and who wants to be a Smurf if you're Papa Smurf. But they say chosen ones or people like me don't care about what you think. And I do. I really do care what you think, but I don't counsel you on what I'm going to do. You'll never hear me say, oh, should I break up with her? Or should I break my friendship up with him? If I make that decision, that's my decision, and I make it up on my own. And if I'm even questioning a relationship, it's probably gone. And saying it is, but it's not good. So, but if you go to your friends and say, I want to break up with her, or should I break up with her, they're always going to say yes, and they always should. Because if you don't know, then you don't belong in the relationship, If you're not in that relationship saying, I wouldn't break up with her if she kicked me in the nuts, So, you know what I'm saying. You have to be in, and if you're not, get out. Get out. So, yeah. Sex is okay, but, being in a bad relationship, it's better to go like this all day. Because that's what you're doing anyway, really. And believe me, the sex is not that, if that's what the situation is, the sex is not that good anyway. And maybe it's your fault, maybe it's her fault, I don't know, but together you're not gonna make it better. And just jump ship. There's other fish in the sea. Just remember that. It's a big ocean, a lot of fish. But, for your own sanity, you got to find that one fish. Penguins might mate forever, albatrosses mate forever. They find that one, and when the one dies, they don't go to another one. That's it. They're done for the rest of their lives. They find out number one, and they're done. And we're pretty much like the same way. But we don't like to think so. The devil has instilled this slut, this whore, this porn, all this stuff to destroy that in us, and put evil thoughts in our minds and stuff. And it's worked. It's worked. I've been doing it for years, centuries, so it's worked. But we're going to take some time and unravel that, because it's not good for us. We're not mentally good screwing 100 women. You can't screw 100 women and walk away from that and really feel proud.